Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Jessica, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
The following is an exclusive sports presentation of KRDR Classic Hits 105.7 FM, a member of the Blue Sky Media Radio Network.
Well, a good afternoon and welcome back, folks, here to Glass Family Field at Myers Stadium as we get set for the final game of the series, Game 2 of the doubleheader between Northwestern and Southeastern. Savage Storm have taken the first two games, again winning at 12-9 in Game 1 yesterday, and earlier today in Game 1 of the doubleheader, they wound up winning it 6-3. Starting lineups for the Rangers, they will look like this. Leading off and playing short will be Brian Guerrero. Batting second, center fielder Trevor Sayre. Hitting third baseman Brandon Holdren. Hitting cleanup, second baseman number 10, Hagen Barcelo. Batting fifth, the DH Gavin Mendoza. Playing first and batting sixth will be Colby Grace. Batting seventh, the left fielder Paul Sachin. Batting eighth, the right fielder John Schaefer, and batting ninth will be Hayden Priest. Getting the start for the Rangers today will be the 6'4" right-handed freshman out of Tuttle, Oklahoma, number 18, Will Cates. So Will Cates will get the start for the Rangers. He checks in with an 8.04 earned run average. He's 1-1 this season. It'll be his seventh start of the year. Has gone 28 innings, 41 hits, 26 runs, 25 of those earned. Issued 17 walks to go along with 18 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .360 against the freshman this season.
I think he's a good-looking freshman, though. And got a good future here, I think.
I think so, too. Again, he had 6'4" big freshman out of Tuttle, Oklahoma. Played his high school ball, though, at Newcastle. Of course, on the other side for the Savage Storm, Sam Creed will lead off and play second. Center fielder Bonstrom will hit second. Third baseman Reed Rice will hit third. The DH Burrows hitting fourth. Hitting fifth, the right fielder Seth Morrow. Hitting sixth, the left fielder Matt Miles. Hitting seventh, first baseman Cameron French. Batting eighth, the catcher Joseph Ramirez. And batting ninth, the shortstop number 4 will be Cameron Cromer. Again, pretty much same starting lineup for the Savage Storm. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's right. And if, as a coach or a manager, if you can jump and get a good lead, or if you fall way behind, that's when you can bring in some other players to take a look at. But I'm sure most of these managers already know what they've got on their roster, and it's a matter of the guys performing.
So we're ready to go with the opening pitch. It'll be Sam Creed who will hit. Creed has been terrific at the plate in the series. He's got 5 hits total, 2 yesterday, 3 in Game 1, as the first pitch delivered for a called strike by Will Cates. Creed in Game 1 today went 3 for 6 at the plate, scored a run. Also had an RBI as he now comes up with another hit down the left field line. Giving chase will be Sachin. Creed will make a big turn at first and retreat back, but again, it's a leadoff single for the Savage Storm.
Good thing he didn't try to stretch that into a double, because Sachin made a really nice throw back into second base there. But I thought he was going to round it hard and decide after he had made the turn. But he pretty much held up at first right away.
So Sam Creed has his 4th hit of the day, 6th of the series, as Bonstrom now will step in to hit. First pitch will miss for ball 1. Creed, Bonstrom, followed by Reed Rice.
Showed bunt on that first pitch, and our third baseman was deep. Now he's cheated in a little bit.
Throw back over. Creed getting back safely. And Creed, no question, a threat to run. 18 stolen bases in 22 attempts. Has yet to attempt one, though, in this series. Here's the 1-0 by Cates. Low and inside and off the plate. Count moves to 2-0 now to Bonstrom.
Well, with Priest behind the plate, we've got a different arm on the steal attempt.
Here's the 2-0 missing upstairs. Make it 3-0 now to Bonstrom.
Make him hit here.
It's one thing that have plagued the Ranger pitching staff this series is too many walks. Had 5 earlier in game 1 as that pitch is in there for a called strike. Had 5 walks earlier in game 1, and then yesterday Rangers walked 10 Southeastern hitters.
Yeah.
15 in 2 games. 3-1 from Cates. Ground ball to the right side. It's through for a base hit. Creed will make the turn at second. He's headed for third. The throw actually hits Creed, gets away. Creed is going to now take off for home, slide in safely. Now heading for third is Bonstrom, and he's tagged out. But it will be Southeastern leading at 1-0.
Great base running by number 3. The guy got thrown out third. He a little bit too ambitious there.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that you'd like to have back and stop at second. Just call it a double,
Yeah.
RBI double.
Yeah, you're in scoring position.
So now to the plate, third baseman number 10, Reed Rice, with nobody on and 1 out. First pitch from Cates. That's crushed into the gap in left center. That's going to be a double at least for Reed Rice. And Rice will have a 1-out stand-up double.
Yep, that's these things are going to happen. Hopefully the next one will be a line drive that we catch and double up the runner at second.
And that's crushed again into left field. Sachin on the run. It's over his head. It'll take one hop, hit the wall. Rice will score from second, and it's another RBI double. This time from Burrows. And it's now 2-0 Southeastern.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a visit just to try to settle the freshman down a little bit. I think he's doing wrong. They've just hit the ball really well.
So we'll take a quick timeout on the visit to the mound by Coach Bickford. Southeastern on top, 2-0-1 out here in the top half of the first inning. This one's scheduled for 7. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
The Eyesight is a full-service eye and vision care provider. We offer comprehensive eye exams for all ages, contact lens exams, and medical eye exams. The Eyesight has over 1,000 frames for you to choose from, including styles that are fun and stylish to basic and functional. Dr. Kelly Mossberg and the Eyesight staff want you to be comfortable bringing your whole family to our practice, knowing that you are receiving the best eye care possible. You can now schedule your appointments online at theeyesightAlva.com.
Conference on the mound is over as we get back to it here in the top of the first. Southeastern has come up with 2 runs on 4 hits. It was a single by Creed, a single by Bonstrom, who was thrown out trying to stretch it to third. Rice doubled, and then an RBI double from Burrows. Cates checks the runner, delivers to Morrow. Fouled back to the net, count will be 0-1. Morrow went 2 for 5 earlier today, scored a run. Also drove in one, struck out once, and left 2 runners on base. Here's the 0-1 from Cates. Breaking ball is a ground ball hit to Barcelo. Fields throws to first in time on the 4-3 put out of Morrow. Runner will move to third as Rice to third with 2 down.
That's always comforting when your fielders have got your back.
Now to the plate, left fielder number 11, Matt Miles. First pitch to Miles. You look at a ball 1.
I looked at a strike.
That's kind of what I thought. 1-0 count to Matt Miles. Runner on third is Reed Rice. Here's the 1-0. That's crushed into the gap in right center, and this could be another double. 1 run will come to score as Rice comes in to score on the RBI double from Matt Miles. And right now, Southeastern is just tagging the ball.
Have our turns.
3-0 Savage Storm. They've come up with 5 hits here in the top half of the first. Rangers will have some work to do in the bottom of the first inning. Well, the Savage Storm, again, they've gained the lead in every game first as that pitch misses low to Cameron French.
Expect if our young blood can get out of the first inning here, he'll have a stronger second.
That one fouled off, looked like maybe the ankle of the foot of French. Count evens up 1-1. So one runner on second, 2 down here in the top half of the first. It's a 1-1 count to the hitter Cameron French. On deck is Joseph Ramirez, the catcher. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Cates blew it by him. Miles with a lead from second. Cates checks the runner, now comes home. It's hit into left, and that will be down for a base hit. Miles will round third. He's headed for home. Here's the throw in, not going to be in time. And it's an RBI single for Cameron French, and it's now 4-0 Southeastern.
Wasn't a bad pitch, and the swing, it was just a softly hit ball that was over the third baseman out to the left field. He came in to it pretty quick, came up with it, left fielder, made a throw home, but too much time to make up there.
So now Ramirez to the plate, who was 0 for 3 earlier today, struck out once, as Cates delivers low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0, swung on and missed. Count evens up 1-1. Two-one pitch upcoming. And into the turf to Ramirez. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Sidney and Kyles.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch, misses low again. Count goes to 3-1. We do see some action in the bullpen for the Rangers. They've got a left-hander up. The 3-1 pitch is hit foul down the third base line. Count will go full now at 3-2 to Ramirez.
Well, that was a very close one right there. But umpire got in position to make it, to see that line.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Joseph Ramirez. Runner on first is Cameron French after the 2-out RBI single that drove in Miles from second. Here's the 3-2. And again, a ground ball gets through on the left side, and it's a 2-out single for Ramirez. Runners now at first and second.
Got a little leather on that ball, but it just, at the tip of it, just couldn't get to it on the dive attempt.
So now to the plate, shortstop number 4, Cameron Cromer. Cromer in game 1 today was 0 for 4 at the plate. Did have an RBI. Walked once, struck out once. And now I believe we're going to get a visit to the mound, and I think we're going to see a pitching change for the Rangers. And we will. So with 2 down here in the top half of the first inning, Southeastern on top 4-0. They've got runners on first and second. We'll talk about the new pitcher when we come back. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Spring is right around the corner, and so are the savings at G&G Home Furnishings. Come browse through our selection on products from brands such as Ashley and Lazy Boy. Plus, you can check out sales on select mattresses. Whether it's spring decor, furniture, chairs, table sets, or appliances, G&G Home Furnishings has everything you need to spruce up around your house or business this year. For listings on all of our new products available, visit our Facebook page with daily posts. Visit our website at gnghomefurnishings.com or stop by and say hello and browse in person at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
Northwestern Oklahoma State University is the university for you. With small class sizes, our professors are focused on you and your education. Located in Alva, Enid, Woodward, the University Center in Ponca City, along with many online options, you can start earning your degree. Call us today at 580-327-1700 or see our options at nwosu.edu. You'll soon find that success lives here. That's Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Ride, Rangers, ride.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
Be sure to stop into Holder Drug through the month of March. Right now we have a new shipment of lanterns. You better hurry because our large lanterns are sold out. With spring right around the corner, our beautiful new glassware provides the perfect decor for springtime. As always, stop in for breakfast or lunch at our fountain, serving up some of your favorite specials. This all happens at your local pharmacy, Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Welcome back to Glass Family Field at Myers Stadium, as the new pitcher on for the Rangers will be the 6-foot left-handed sophomore out of Pasadena, Texas, Matthew Potts. Potts checks in with a 4.20 earned run average. He's 0-1. It's his 11th appearance. He's gone 15 innings, 17 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those earned. He's in a tough situation here with 2 runners on as the first pitch misses low to Cromer for ball 1. Potts has issued 6 walks, has 16 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .279 against him this season. Here's Potts with the 1-0, and it misses for ball 2 to Cromer.
Are those low? Was that low?
I guess so.
I know it caught the plate.
French at second, Ramirez at first. Potts checks the runner. Here's the 2-0. Catches the outside corner for a called strike. Count 2-1. So Gates just goes 2/3 of an inning. 13 pitches, 7 hits, and 8 batters faced. Here's the 2-1. And missing low for ball 3.
Southeastern's looking to put an exclamation point on their trip.
Certainly are. Bus ride 5 hours back to Durant's a lot easier when you come out here with a sweep or even a series win.
5 hours? What are you driving, a high-powered bus or something? Isn't it longer than that?
No, it's right at about 5 hours, as that's ball 4 to Cromer. Well, with stops, it's probably longer than that. Nobody drives it straight through. But
I was just remembering
I'm not that tough.
Coach Barton and Coach Battisti talking about that long drive to the southeast part of the state.
Well, back to the top of the order we go with Sam Creed. Bases loaded, 2 down. And the pitch to Creed misses low for ball 1. So Southeastern has batted around. Back earlier here in the first, Creed singled and scored a run. Here's the 1-0. And it's low for 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Creed. Potts from the stretch delivers. Make it a called strike, and then the throw back down to third, and that was an athletic play by Holdren to save that one from going down the left field line.
Yeah, it was.
2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter, Sam Creed. French at third, Ramirez at second, Cromer at first. Here's the 2-1, and it misses for 3-1. And it's 4-0 Southeastern. The Savage Storm had picked up 4 runs on 7 hits here in the top half of the first.
We'll get him right here on this pitch.
3-1 from Potts. In there for a called strike. Count goes full at 3-2. Bot's ready to go with the 3-2. Here's the delivery, and it's ball 4. That'll walk in a run as French will score from third. Ramirez to third, Cromer to second, and Creed now to first after the 2-out walk. And it's now 5-0 Southeastern. Bostrom now to the plate, who's 1 for 1 today. RBI single and trying to stretch it into third back earlier here in the first. As that pitch misses out of the zone for ball 1. Counts 1-0. Bots with the delivery. Fouled back to the net. Count evens up 1-1 now.
Was that like a no-look broadcast?
Yeah.
Well, the Brats and Dogs wagon and grill has
Left the building.
Yep. That was very nice of Pete.
1-1, fly ball lifted into center. Going back is Sayre near the track and makes the catch for the final out. And that'll do it for the Savage Storm. In the first, Savage Storm pick up 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 3 left on. Bottom of the first we go. Rangers due up when we come back. Guerrero will lead it off as Northwestern trails 5-0 in the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Glass Family Field at Meyer Stadium as we move.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home.
As we move to the bottom of the first inning. And Rangers trailing at 5-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard.
Could be an interesting ending to this game.
And as we get ready, going through his warm-up pitches is Dylan Turner as of right now.
Dustin, I'm going to bring in a ringer here, see if we can't just change our mojo just some. He knows a lot about mojo. Shane Hansen.
Leading off for the Rangers, number 3, Brian Guerrero.
Shane, how are you, sir?
Dustin, I'm good, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm good. Appreciate you joining us here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate you asking.
Again, it's 5-0 Southeastern. Again, Rangers trailing as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Again, Brian Guerrero leading it off against Dylan Turner. First pitch in there for a called strike. We talked a little bit about earlier about Cubs lost today, but it's all right. We started the season off with a win, you know.
We were in first place for a day.
For a day.
The undefeated season went by the wayside today, though.
Certainly did. Of course, I know you're a former baseball player and basketball player, of course, here at Northwestern.
I was. I very fortunate to get to do both, and thankful that I had that opportunity. It was a great experience.
Which one do you miss more?
That's a good question. Probably baseball, because I didn't play it as many years as I played basketball, and it was easier on my body.
There's a ground ball through the left side, in for a base hit by Guerrero, and the Rangers have the leadoff runner on. That's what we need right there.
Coach Barrows told me if I bring some good luck, I may not ever get off here. So hopefully we get some good luck here and we'll figure it out.
He and I definitely need some. I'm starting to feel like he and I might be the problem why we're on this losing streak right now, because I've yet to get to call a conference win for us. And
man, we just cannot catch a break right now.
There's a fly ball lifted into right center by Trevor Sayre. Making the catch will be Bonstrom for out number 1. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. It's just we haven't had kind of the luck, and Southeastern's just kind of found the holes in the defense.
They've found some holes, and we've hit some hard balls right at the fielders, and just haven't quite caught the breaks and created our own breaks yet either. So it feels close, but we need to turn it.
So now to the plate will be Brandon Holdren with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch to Holdren misses upstairs for ball 1 as the count moves to 1-0. Shane, I know, of course, you're Department Chair of Health and Sports Science. How are things going within the program so far in the spring?
Dustin, things are great right now. Enrollment's opened up, and we have students getting enrolled left and right now, and it's a busy time. Everybody's kind of in that stretch run for from spring break to summer. It goes really fast, and it's a busy time for everybody, but it's a great time. Things couldn't be better.
That's good to hear. Here's the 1-1. Just missed outside. Count moves to 2-1 now.
What a day, though, huh? Beautiful day out here, isn't it?
Perfect. I mean, it's awesome outside. It feels great outside. A little bit chillier in here than normal, but kind of always happens. But
we don't see those flags pointing downwards like that very often.
No, we certainly don't. Well, that breaking ball's in there for a called strike. 2-2 now to Holdren. Yeah, especially after yesterday having all that wind and finally got done about later in the game, and then today you couldn't ask for better weather.
Yep, I'm glad, good crowd, and great day to be out here watching baseball.
Here's the 2-2, a high chopper to first, fielded by French. He'll step on first for the second out. And there's 2 down. Rangers, of course, in a little bit of a hole after the top of the first. They trail at 5-0, and at this point just got to find a way to chip away.
Yeah, I think if just string together good at-bats and make the pitcher work and see if we can get into their bullpen and really just chip away. And I think we're going to get some good innings out of the pitchers moving forward and give ourselves a chance.
That pitch is fouled off by Barcelo. Back out of play. Of course, the starting pitcher, the 6'3" junior from Silo, Oklahoma. Transfer from NOC Dylan Turner. I think that's right around the area where Coach Bowen is from.
It is. He's from that area.
Turner checks the runner, now comes home.
Silo's had some really good baseball teams. It's a very prominent baseball
legendary type coach. I think he's won so many games there. He's been there a long time.
Yeah.
And count is 1-1 to Hagen Barcelo. Turner checks the runner. Here's the 2-1.
There we
That's
go.
a line drive into left, is going to be caught on the run. Nice catch by Miles. But again, just unlucky there.
That's another example. He hit that ball right on the button, and just guy made a nice shoestring catch, but can't hit it much better than that.
No, you can't. And Rangers, though, will come up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We move to the top of the second next. Rangers trail at 5-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Before you hit the road this winter to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs during basketball season, be sure to stop at K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound. So let K&S Tire get you to the game safely this winter by stopping into 2590 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
The involvement you have with managing your investments may change as you age. If that's the case, you may wish to consider what roles annuities play. Annuities can be structured to pay your income for as long as you live, relieving you of the concern of outliving your retirement money. At E&J Financial, we work closely with our clients, helping you build a solid financial foundation for the future. Visit enjfinancial.com or stop by one of our locations in Woodward, Stillwater, Adair, and right here in Alva.
Third baseman number 10, Reed Rice, will lead it off as we begin play here in the top half of the second inning. Southeastern again on top 5-0. So of course, they did chase starter Will Cates as Potts has come in for his second inning of work. First pitch to Rice misses outside. Count moves to 1-1.
Dustin, it's nice to see these people out here, and how great of a facility is this. And just remember what it was to what we were talking yesterday about trying to remember what it looked like before and just how far we've come with this facility. It's really neat.
I know. I remember seeing the old days when Hindu and Todd were having to call a game, a static game. They had a canopy out here that just gives blowing over because the wind's blowing like crazy. And
it's really neat.
Yeah, from what it was to what it is now, I mean, it's very impressive. And I've seen a number of Division II, baseball's a lot of Division I programs. Some are not this nice. 3-1, line drive into right, down for a base hit for Reed Rice. When Southeastern just continues to hit the ball hard and to the right places.
They're really swinging it well right now. We've got to find a way to get a ground ball here.
Yeah, we do. Rangers have not turned a double play. You have to go back to yesterday. There were several turned in that first game on Friday. Did not have any earlier today. As Potts throws back over, now they've got Reed Rice in a rundown, and he'll be tagged out by Colby Grace. That's huge. You'll take that if you're Potts.
Those are the ones that'll drive your coach crazy if you're Southeastern.
Especially as well as they've ran the bases the last couple of games, but so Burrows back into the box with one out. Line drive down the right field line will hit into foul territory. Count 0-1. Burrows with the 0-1. Popped up and will get back out of play over the press box. Count is 0-2. Rangers do have some action in the bullpen. They've got a right-hander up.
Looks like D-Haas down there.
I think you're right. Again, typically he had been starting, but did not this series. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Damon Burrows, who's been on an absolute tear this series. 1-2, call, strike 3, and there's 2 down. I don't know who has the duck call out there, but I'm loving that for every strikeout.
It's a good touch.
So now to the plate, right fielder number 6, Seth Morrow. 0 for 1 today, grounded out to second, back in the first. Potts delivers outside and off the plate for ball 1.
So Dustin, were you able to get a hot dog or a broad out there?
I did, and we've talked about that. I appreciate Pete Nesserell and the Bull doing that.
That was really neat. Really, really nice of them to do that and really support these student athletes and the fans and coaches. So that was nice of them. We appreciate that.
I know, and it's funny because, it's planned yesterday, and then all of a sudden, okay, way too much wind. Can't be grilling out here in that wind.
That was a good call, I think. And moving the game back an hour yesterday, I do think was that wind really died down as the game went.
No, it certainly did, because some of the scores that we had seen yesterday, and like Southwestern scores 30 runs, OBU scores 30, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh no, let's not have a football score.
Let's not do that.
2-1 has popped up down the left field line. Rangers will give chase. It will be Sachin to come up and make the grab for the final out, and that'll do it. in the second for the Savage Storm as they pick up no runs on one hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll move to the bottom of the second inning. Rangers trailing at 5-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Farmers are the backbone of our country, especially right here in Western Oklahoma. And we've got our farmers' backs at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. We are here to serve all needs to our farmers and ranchers with livestock loans, rural loans, real estate loans, operating loans, and of course, agribusiness loans. Serving our farmers since 1916 at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. Call or come by today and speak to one of our loan officers in Alva, Anadarko, Clinton, Elk City, Guyman, Tuttle, and Woodward.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's Chicken Fried Steak, Don's Hamburger Steak, and Joe's Chicken Tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Bank Central wants to wish luck to all Northwestern Rangers as they compete in the 2023 spring sports season. We also want to remind you that it is never too early to start saving for your future. Stop into any of our locations in Enid, Woodward, Cherokee, and right here in Alva, or call us at 580-327-1122. Bank Central, cheering you on for the last 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The DH, number 5, Gavin Mendoza, will lead it off for the Rangers as he chops that one foul. Count will move to 0-1 now. Once again, we're here back from Myers Stadium. Dustin Gano alongside Shane Hansen, filling in for Steve Barrows right now.
Big shoes to fill, Coach Barrows.
Well, you've been on here, what, a couple times?
I've been on a couple times, yes. I appreciate getting the opportunities. It's neat to see what you guys do. You guys do such a good job, Dustin, in every sport. And I had yesterday, I meant to tell you this, had a guy tell me, he was listening to the radio and said, golly, Coach Goodnow, or Coach Barrows and Dustin Goodnow do such a good job on there. They make it fun to listen to. So
that's good. I appreciate that.
I would agree with him.
Yeah, and I don't know how it got started with Coach Barrows joining me for I think it was just a few years ago, or maybe in the COVID year, and we had talked about it, and I'm like, come on, join me in the booth, and it just took off from there. Colby Grace now standing in after Mendoza struck out. It'll be Mendoza, Colby Grace, and Paul Sachin due up for Northwestern.
It's interesting to have a Cubs fan and a Cardinals fan on the radio together, but
yes, it is. That is an absolute towering fly ball hit into shallow right. Creed trying to shield the sun, and does, as he'll make the catch. Yeah, I can't imagine too many other broadcast teams where one of them is a Cardinals fan or your rivals.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad Andrew's an Oklahoma State fan for basketball, because I can tell you if I had to do a broadcast with an OU fan, it'd be brutal.
That'd be tough.
I don't know if I could do it. Well, I guess I do it with Brandon, yeah. So Brinkley would be the OU fan on the broadcast. Here's the pitch to Sachin, up and in for ball one.
Buddy I grew up with, baseball player, he and another guy do the Cubs Cards podcast. Mm-hmm. And Dan lives in Chicago, and he does the Cards. And his buddy, an attorney, lives in St. Louis, and he represents the Cubs. And it's a neat back and forth.
What podcast is that?
Cubs Cards.
Cubs Cards.
Count is 2-0. Ground ball, the left side through for a base hit off for Paul Sachin. Yeah, it would be interesting to have your rival on as a podcast, and I'm sure it would make it really interesting to listen to, though.
Oh, it is.
If you're a fan of either team, yeah, get kind of that perspective from the other rival.
I'm married a Cardinals fan, so my wife's a Cardinals fan, and I'm a Cubs, so I don't know.
John Schaefer now at the plate. Taking off will be Sachin. Throw down, not in time. Stolen base.
That was a great jump. First movement home, he got a great jump there.
Yeah, the Rangers haven't shown a whole lot of running here on, trying to steal a lot of bases this series. That's good to see it there from Paul Sachin.
Yep. It was a good read with the left-hander on the mound to to get a jump like that.
Turner checks the runner, now comes home with the 0-1. Swung on and missed to Schaefer for strike 2. Schaefer, of course, earlier today got his first start of the series. He was 1 for 4 at the plate, also left 3 runners on base. He is behind in the count, 0-2 now, though.
Dustin, I got to ask, does Coach Barrows ever get any soccer? Does he get some soccer stories in here?
Oh, absolutely. High chopper up the middle, fielded by Cromer. Throws to first on the 6-3 put out of Schaefer. Runner will move to third as there's 2 down. Oh, actually, that was the final out. My apologies. But, yes, he does get some soccer references in here every now and then.
I bet he does.
So we're through the second. Rangers pick up no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Top of the third we go. Southeastern leads at 5-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Jessica, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Spring is right around the corner, and so are the savings at G&G Home Furnishings. Come browse through our selection on products from brands such as Ashley and Lazy Boy. Plus, you can check out sales on select mattresses. Whether it's spring decor, furniture, chairs, table sets, or appliances, G&G Home Furnishings has everything you need to spruce up around your house or business this year. For listings on all of our new products available, visit our Facebook page with daily posts. Visit our website at gnghomefurnishings.com or stop by and say hello and browse in person at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
The Eyesight is a full-service eye and vision care provider. We offer comprehensive eye exams for all ages, contact lens exams, and medical eye exams. The Eyesight has over 1,000 frames for you to choose from, including styles that are fun and stylish to basic and functional. Dr. Kelly Mossberg and the Eyesight staff want you to be comfortable bringing your whole family to our practice, knowing that you are receiving the best eye care possible. You can now schedule your appointments online at theeyesightAlva.com.
Welcome back to Myers Stadium as we head to the third. Dustin Goodall alongside Shane Hansen again. Matt Miles will lead it off for the Savage Storm as first pitch, or actually the 1-0 inside, count moves to 2-0. Miles, Cameron French, and Joseph Ramirez due up for the Savage Storm here in the top half of the third. Again, they lead at 5-0. 2-0 from Potts, and that is absolutely crushed down the right field line, and I believe it's foul. But Miles tagged that one. I wasn't fouled by much, but
it was gone by a lot.
Yeah,
but it wasn't fouled by much, but it was fouled just enough. He hit that ball really well.
So Miles will try and straighten it out here as it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Potts delivers. Catches the corner. Nice pitch there, 2-2.
That's a great pitch coming off that swing to come in with that curveball on the outside corner. That's a great pitch there.
Count is 2-2 to Miles. Potts delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 1 down.
Came back with a curveball, and
that's a good way to end that.
That was great pitching. That was great pitching.
So now to the plate, first baseman number 8, Cameron French. French is 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the first. Cameron French followed by Joseph Ramirez. First pitch from Potts. Sharp ground ball and going to be booted by Guerrero. So reaching on the air will be French.
Joseph Ramirez.
So with 1 out here in the top of the third, as French reaches on the air, Joseph Ramirez will bat. First pitch to Ramirez is a called strike. And Guerrero, of course, came in earlier today for Sean Kelly in game 1, getting the start here in game 2. Blow it away on that pitch. Count evens up 1-1. Usually our buddy Mark Zadarozny would be here, but not in sight.
He's not in sight today. I bet he's out there listening. He's as big a Ranger fan as they get.
Count is 1-2 as that pitch crossed the plate to Ramirez. Count is 2-2 actually.
Get to work with Mark every day there in Health and Sports Science, and we're really glad he's back, and him and Audra and Ava are just great people, great Rangers.
Count goes full now at 3-2. Potts checks the runner at first. Now comes home. High chopper to third. 5-4-3. Is it in time? It's not. And beating it out was Ramirez. We just asked for a double play and almost got it.
We almost had it. Those runners aren't getting much of a lead at first base after that move Potts put on them.
No, they're not.
A couple innings ago. He's holding them close there. Good turn, just slow hit ball. Hard to turn that one.
Cameron Cromer out of the plate. He walked back in the first inning in his first at bat. Again, runner on first is Ramirez. Potts delivers a called strike. Count is 0-1.
A lot of lefties in the Southeastern lineup, and Potts' breaking ball really is looking good against these lefties.
Yeah, I knew we'd probably see a ton of them on Friday night, especially with the way the wind was blowing.
Yeah.
Putting all these left-handed hitters in, but
yep.
They've all been very successful here this weekend. Count 1-1 to Cromer. Potts will throw back over, getting back safely as Ramirez.
About got him, and he only was a couple feet off the bag, and he about got picked off.
Cromer trying to get a little bit larger of a lead. Potts will come home with a pitch. Line drive shot right at Colby Grace off his glove. He'll pick it up and not able to flip to anybody in time. That'll be a single for Cromer. Was a tough play. Grace nearly made it.
That ball was hit really hard. Grace made a good job getting a glove on that, but that ball was really hit.
So back to the top of the order we go with Sam Creed, who's singled, scored a run, and walked. Again, that walk was his last at bat that was in the first inning. As he'll take a first pitch called strike, count is 0-1. That pitch to Creed misses low and out of the zone. Count evens up 1-1 now. Runners on first and second. Ramirez at second, Cromer at first with 2 outs here in the top half of the third. Potts with a 1-1. Missing low again. Count moves to 2-1. He's not missing by much.
No, that was a good pitch. That was close. Good spot to miss. If you're gonna miss, that's the place.
Potts checks the runner at second. Now comes home with a 2-1. A fly ball lifted into left center. It looks like will be Valsachin will make the grab for the final out, and that'll do it for the Savage Storm in the third. No runs on no hits, 2 errors, and 2 left on. Bottom of the third we go. Shane, appreciate you joining me here for a little bit, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yep,
really appreciate it.
Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yes, sir. You too.
We'll move to the bottom of the third. Northwestern trailing 5-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard to Southeastern. This is Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
Northwestern Oklahoma State University is the university for you. With small class sizes, our professors are focused on you and your education. Located in Alva, Enid, Woodward, the University Center in Ponca City, along with many online options, you can start earning your degree. Call us today at 580-327-1700 or see our options at nwosu.edu. You'll soon find that success lives here. That's Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Ride, Rangers, ride.
Be sure to stop into Holder Drug through the month of March. Right now, we have a new shipment of lanterns. You better hurry because our large lanterns are sold out. With spring right around the corner, our beautiful new glassware provides the perfect decor for springtime. As always, stop in for breakfast or lunch at our fountain, serving up some of your favorite specials. This all happens at your local pharmacy, Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Aiden Priestley getting off, hits a fly ball down the right field line, is caught by Morrow. And there's one down.
Back to the top of the lineup.
So back to the top of the lineup we go with Brian Guerrero, the shortstop. Again, appreciate Shane Hansen for joining us for a little bit. Coach, you're back on the mic.
Yeah, oh gosh, I didn't have to nudge him too hard to get on here, but it's great to hear from the former players. And Shane's our department chair in the Health and Sports Science department, and he's pretty close to finishing his PhD, and he's on the local school board. I mean, he's just an amazing guy.
0-1 is a grounder hit to Cromer, throws in time for the 6-3 putout, and there's two down. Well, we near the top of the hour, 5 o'clock. They say it is 5 o'clock somewhere.
Is it? Okay, yeah. I think for Matt, it's 5 o'clock all the time.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Wait, which Matt, 8A or Stratton?
Stratton.
Ground ball by Sayre to short. Cromer will field, throw to first in time, and the Rangers go in order in the third on 4 pitches.
Deja vu there.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. To the fourth we go. Southeastern leads it 5-0 on the Community Bank School Board. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Casasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify? It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account. Can I do it online? Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Casasa Rewards program is right for you.
We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we let our reputation speak for itself. Here's what the family of one of our residents had to say about their experience.
The love and patience projected by the administration and staff is greatly appreciated by our family. The difference between a job and ministry is evident at Beatles Nursing Home.
If you're looking for comprehensive health care in a Christian environment, look no further than Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Bostrom will lead it off for Southeastern as we head to the bottom of the third inning. First pitch from Potts misses outside for ball one.
We had a bit of levity here just a little bit ago, didn't we?
Oh, I love the conversations in the booth that are not on the air.
Andrew could be stand-up. He could do stand-up work.
He probably could. This whole SID thing doesn't work out, right?
Well, yeah. No, you can do both. You can moonlight.
Count is 1-1 to Bonstrom. Potts with the delivery. Breaking ball is hit foul and back out of play. Count moved to 1-2. Bonstrom is 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the first. Flew out to center in the. Well, that was also in the first. Here's the 1-2 from Potts. Fouled back to the net. Count will stay at 1-2. Potts to this point has thrown 44 pitches. And the 1-2, Bonstrom is hit by the pitch.
Up next, we got number 10, Reed Rice.
Now to the plate, third baseman number 10, Reed Rice.
Somebody down. Let's get it out.
Rice is 2 for 2 today. Doubled and scored a run, singled back in the second. Potts with the pitch. Ground ball hit foul towards the left side. Count will be 0-1. Of course, our next baseball broadcast won't be for a while, as the Rangers will be on the road the next 2 weekends. They travel to Ada next weekend to take on East Central, and then followed by the hot dogs and apple pie game. Of course, that'll be in Enid at David Allen Ballpark. They'll take on East Central again at 7 o'clock, which won't count as a conference game, but
An exhibition.
Pretty much,
been
yeah.
a tradition now for how many years?
yeah, it's been several years that we've been playing at least one game in Enid. And the 0-1 sharply hit through the left side. A base hit for Reed Rice. Runners now at first and second with nobody out. That's kind of been a new thing, and I always kind of like to be interesting to see maybe like play like NOC or something. Maybe get like the city of Enid involved with it. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it really doesn't count towards it, a whole lot if you did that, but
Yeah. I mean, mixing it up, I'm in favor of. It's like, when they play the Field of Dreams again. Will it be the same two teams or will it be different teams?
right. There's another line drive down into right. Bonstrom will be held up at third. And runners at every base after the single from Burrows.
Nobody out, and infield fly rule in effect. And I need to mention that this is all kind of on Shane Hansen, I think. I mean, it's like I'm coming in relief, and, all these are on board, and they're Shane's runners.
Seth Morrow now to the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out. As that pitch misses low and outside for ball one. We do have action in the Ranger bullpen. They've got a right-hander up.
We've got infield fly rule in effect. We really, we need to not allow any more runs as much as possible. But middle infielders are at double play depth in the, they're at second base bag. Third is back, first is back. I'd like to see us, if we had a chance, come home and get a force here at the bag, the plate.
Here's the 1-1. Hit back up the middle. 6-4-3. Is it in time? It's not. As Morrow beats it out, but a run will come in to score from third as Bonstrom scores, and it's now 6-0 Southeastern.
Now, to note that if you're playing in for a play at the plate, shortstop may not have got that ball. So by playing deep, at least we got one, get the force at second. Run did score, though.
So now Matt Miles to the plate, who struck out last time up, hit that long fly ball that was crushed down the right field line, and then here's the delivery. Breaking ball for a called strike from Potts.
Well, Andrew Santangelo pushed that ball foul. I was in there with him as he was guiding it away from the foul line.
Here's the 0-1 from Potts. Miles gets him to pop up in the infield. It looks like this will be Guerrero's ball. He'll wind up in shallow center. He'll make the grab, and there's two down.
Yeah, that was a good play. Second baseman was really actually closer to it, but shortstop didn't have to fight the sun angle that the second baseman did, so they traded it.
Now to the plate, first baseman number 8, Cameron French. Had an RBI single, scored a run in the first, reached on an error in the third. Here's the delivery. As French looks at ball one, count moves to 1-0. Well, if you only give up one run out of this, when they have the bases loaded, nobody out, you'll take that, but Rangers do got to come back and put the bats to work.
Yep.
Here's the 1-0. Well, Potts will throw back over. Getting back safely is Morrow. And our next broadcast will be next weekend as Northwestern softball in action on Thursday and Friday. Taking on East Central before Easter weekend. Here's the 1-0. Missing low. Count moves to 2-0. It'll be nice to have a Saturday off for one.
What will you do with yourself?
That's a good question.
Self? What are we going to do today?
I'll probably be at the radio station. Here's the 2-0. French fights this one off down the left field line on the run. Sachin made the grab, and that'll do it for the Savage Storm in the fourth. They do pick up one more run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Bottom of the fourth we go. Rangers trail at 6-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. It's Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
The involvement you have with managing your investments may change as you age. If that's the case, you may wish to consider what roles annuities play. Annuities can be structured to pay your income for as long as you live, relieving you of the concern of outliving your retirement money. At E&J Financial, we work closely with our clients, helping you build a solid financial foundation for the future. Visit enjfinancial.com or stop by one of our locations in Woodward, Stillwater, Adair, and right here in Alva.
Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Before you hit the road this winter to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs during basketball season, be sure to stop at K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound. So let K&S Tire get you to the game safely this winter by stopping into 2590 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Brandon Holdren will lead it off for the Rangers here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
It's an off day for your radio podcast. Alex Piekarski's not listening.
Count is 1-0 to Brandon Holdren. That pitch is fouled back out. Again, good luck to Northwestern Soccer. They're on a spring game today. Again, Coach Alex Piekarski, Blue Sky Media Fan of the Year, folks. I mean, he's checked into the MixLR page a lot more than probably anybody else. We do have 4 listeners out there through MixLR. Appreciate all of them. But
well, he's also the K&S guy.
He is the voice of K&S Tire, yes. Well, we wish him luck today, of course. In his match.
And I'm like his biggest fan, and I never know when he's playing. He never communicates to me. I didn't know they were playing today.
Apparently, it's been jabbed the soccer coach the last 30 seconds. We'll just continue. We'll make it a full minute. That pitch misses upstairs. Countyman's up 2-2.
I'll have to find out if they're going to be playing again. Not that I would have traveled up there because we got baseball, but I mean, I kind of like to know when the soccer team plays.
That pitch is swung on and missed by Holdren. There's one down. So April 15th is Northwestern Soccer here at home.
And I got that from our trainer extraordinaire, not from our soccer coach.
So now to the plate, second baseman number 10, Egan Barcelo. Here's a delivery from Turner. He'll miss for ball one.
Let's go, Hagan. Get a hold of one here.
Yeah, Savage Storm had picked up 6 runs on 10 hits. Rangers with no runs and just 2 hits this afternoon. As Turner delivers about the same spot, count moves to 2-0.
You know, if this guy's delivery was just a little bit lower, he'd be a sidewinder, but, you know, he's not even quite 3/4.
Here's the 2-0. This one fouled back to the net. Count moves to 2-1. You know, I think we're just a couple weeks away, too, from the snake hunt in Winoka.
Mm-hmm. I've never been to that. You know,
you and me both.
The 2 times or the years that I've lived here.
I've always wanted to go. I've said the same thing, and of course, you know, we have the Winoka celebrity within our midst right here. I mean, Matt Adair.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were going to say Alex.
Our soccer coach.
Well, maybe he can do some rattlesnake ads.
He could. We could have him. That would be funny.
He can do a rattle, probably, or however you do that. The Wisconsin rattle.
Here's the 2-2 from Turner. Sharply hit ball through as it into a base hit against by Cromer, and it's a 1-out single. Yeah, the snake hunt in a couple weekends, and it's always a big weekend in Winoka, Oklahoma. Matt Adair and Ben Buckland, the 2 voices of that thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're big time when you get your name on a poster.
Well, yeah. I mean, I used to have Carlos Santana posters, and anyway, I think maybe I've never gone because I've always been involved in some kind of baseball tournament or soccer that weekend of all the years that I've lived here.
Out of the plate is Mendoza as he misses upstairs. You know, I was talking about not having anything to do on a Saturday. Apparently my mother is listening back in Edmond or Oltmulgee, wherever she is. She's telling me I should come see my niece and nephew.
Well, you're busted, aren't you?
I am busted. Here's the 1-0 in there for a called strike. Yeah, you just never know who's listening.
Yeah. Hi, Dustin's mom.
Yeah. I don't know. My niece and nephew are like a couple little mini tornadoes. So.
Well, that's kind of most kids.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball hit to second. 4-6. Here's the 3. Is it in time? It's not. As Mendoza beats it out. First base umpire took his time calling that one, too.
Yeah, they had a chance, but the second baseman backed up a couple steps to play the hop cleaner.
So with 2 down here at the bottom of the 4th, Colby Grace will hit. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to second last time up. Grace just his 17th start of the season. 15 hits and 61 at-bats. How's that one back out of play? Count will be 0-1.
So we probably shouldn't talk about all the times that we've had conversations about how you should be going back home or back down to family more than what you do.
Yeah, let's don't start with that one.
Okay.
Oh, ground ball to short, hit to Cromer. He'll flip to second in time for the 6-4 put out of Mendoza. And that'll do it in the 4th. That is a funny conversation, though.
Well, and Dustin's mom, I call you Dustin's mom. He's usually pretty darn busy. I don't know when he has free time. I don't know how he does the things he does do.
See, my parents probably think that I lie for I'm saying all this time that I have to do stuff. See, now I have someone to back all that up.
What is today? Oh, no, but it's true, though.
Yeah. Folks, we're going to move to the top of the 5th as Southeastern picks up no runs. Or excuse me, the Rangers pick up no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Top of the 5th we go. Southeastern leads at 6-0 in the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
Farmers are the backbone of our country, especially right here in Western Oklahoma. And we've got our farmers' backs at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. We are here to serve all needs to our farmers and ranchers with livestock loans, rural loans, real estate loans, operating loans, and of course, agribusiness loans. Serving our farmers since 1916 at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. Call or come by today and speak to one of our loan officers in Alva, Anadarko, Clinton, Elk City, Guyman, Tuttle, and Woodward.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019.
Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's chicken fried steak, Don's hamburger steak, and Joe's chicken tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Bank Central wants to wish luck to all Northwestern Rangers as they compete in the 2023 spring sports season. We also want to remind you that it is never too early to start saving for your future. Stop into any of our locations in Enid, Woodward, Cherokee, and right here in Alva, or call us at 580-327-1122. Bank Central, cheering you on for the last 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Catcher number 26, Joseph Ramirez, will lead it off for the Savage Storm as we move to the top half of the fifth. Again, this one's scheduled for 7. There's a ground ball hit to third, booted by Holdren. Will pick it up, field, throw to first. Is it in time? Still able to get him at first. Nice play there by Holdren to stay with it.
Yep. Kept it in front of him and at arm's length. Short bobble and pick up and throw. Got him by a step. I thought it was going to be closer.
Of course, a new pitcher on for the Rangers for Matthew Potts will be number 33, Garrett DeHaas. As DeHaas delivers upstairs for ball 1 to Cromer. DeHaas is a 6'5" junior out of Mino, Oklahoma, transfer from Arkansas Little Rock, former Trojan. Here's the 1-0 swung on and missed. Count evens up 1-1.
What do they call that up in Michigan? The upper boundaries, or I forget what it's called. Anyway, I served with a guy in Korea named Brian Cromer. A long time ago.
DeHaas misses with the 2-1. Count moves to 3-1 now. Again, Rangers trailing at 6-0 here in the fifth.
Used to carry what we called the pig, the M60. He was a big dude.
3-1 is fouled back out over the press box. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cameron Cromer. DeHaas delivers. Sharply hit ground ball to short. Guerrero fields, throws to first in time, I believe. Finally, there it is, 6-3, put out of Cromer.
Yep.
Yeah, our first base umpire, not really quick on the call, but
he's trying to be sure, I think.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if the ball was trapped or if it was in the glove of the first baseman. But speaking of Korea again, it was 77, 78, and that's when they first started playing baseball. I remember umpiring some games for them. And that was...
was that interesting, I imagine?
It was. I mean, I love Korean people. I love South Korea. But, yeah, it was new to them. And they had some guys that had some talent, but, they're just... It takes years to get an understanding of a sport. It was the same, a little bit similar with their soccer team.
Sure.
I did play against at that time, their national team. And a group of us soldiers from 3 different branches had a team that traveled around the country. And it didn't go over well in Seoul when we beat their national team. And
probably not.
I'd scored a brace 2 goals. And anyway, but that was, again, it takes time to evolve things.
3-1 pitch is in there to Sam Creed.
And you being a golf background person, and me early years, but you lately, what has Korean women? Have they not dominated women's golf?
Yeah, they certainly have. That pitch is chopped foul. Count stays full 3-2.
So, it's taken a couple generations, but once, some culture set their mind to something, they can really achieve.
Yeah, you haven't seen as much on the men's side with you have on the women.
No, yeah.
3-2 pitch from DeHaas and misses him for ball 4. It's a 2-out walk for Creed. Creed, of course, former 90s rock band, fronted by Scott Stapp. Great band. I love the band Creed. Saw them at Rocklahoma.
I've heard of them, and that's why I asked earlier on, isn't there a band called Creed, but I'm not familiar with them.
Now to the plate, Corey Bonstrom. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI as he'll take a first pitch called strike from DeHaas.
Between the two of us, we could cover a wide spectrum of music and eras.
Yeah. And sometimes I like to go a little off cuff, like last weekend at the Bowl, nothing but Disney music on Friday. Throw back over, getting back is Creed. I don't know that the patrons were as pleased with the music selection, maybe as I was. But
It would have been more appropriate for tonight.
Sure.
You know, April Fool's Night.
Good point.
But anyway. No, you got one of those passes like you supersede everybody else, like you're at Disney or something.
Here's the 0-1 outside. Runner will take off. Creed's got a stolen base. With 2 down, runner in scoring position. Yeah, bless the fast pass with Amy music. Onstrom back into the box facing a 1-1 count. I may have just ratted out myself too. You know, try not to tell people I'm the one playing music. If Pete's listening, he just heard me rat myself out.
Yep.
Here's the 1-1. That pitch misses low. Now what they're going to just start doing is they're going to know when a song comes up, they're just going to skip it on their own.
Oh, can they do that?
They have the power to do that.
Oh.
Sharice Bowman used to do that to me all the time.
That's denying your constitutional right, isn't it?
Right? That's what I was thinking. Here's a ground ball hit to first. Fielded by Grace. He'll step on first, and that'll do it for the Savage Storm in the 5th as they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 5th we go. Rangers trailing at 6-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
Dingall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dingall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at dingallauction.com to browse available listing. Talk to Dean, Jessica, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Spring is right around the corner, and so are the savings at G&G Home Furnishings. Come browse through our selection on products from brands such as Ashley and Lazy Boy. Plus, you can check out sales on select mattresses. Whether it's spring decor, furniture, chairs, table sets, or appliances, G&G Home Furnishings has everything you need to spruce up around your house or business this year. For listings on all of our new products available, visit our Facebook page with daily posts. Visit our website at gnghomefurnishings.com or stop by and say hello and browse in person at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
The Eyesight is a full-service eye and vision care provider. We offer comprehensive eye exams for all ages, contact lens exams, and medical eye exams. The Eyesight has over 1,000 frames for you to choose from, including styles that are fun and stylish to basic and functional. Dr. Kelly Mossberg and the Eyesight staff want you to be comfortable bringing your whole family to our practice, knowing that you are receiving the best eye care possible. You can now schedule your appointments online at theeyesightAlva.com.
Welcome back to Myers Stadium as Paul Sachin will lead things off for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 5th. As the count moves to 1-1. Rangers trailing at 6-0 on the Community Bank scoreboard. Give credit Savage Storm pitching staff. They've been very good today.
Yeah, and we've hit the ball and tagged it a few times, just right at him.
Turner delivers outside. Count moves to 2-1. It'll be Paul Sachin, John Schaefer, and Hayden Priest due up for Northwestern here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 2-1 from Turner. And misses for ball 3. Count moves to 3-1. And this one's scheduled for 7, so Rangers have only got 3 more opportunities. Here's the 3-1. In there for a called strike. Count goes full at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ooh, that looked good, but it was ball 4. Fully expected the umpire to ring him up there.
Yeah, that looked pretty good.
John Schaefer.
Sounded like I thought I heard a duck call.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Are those the bearded ones here? Is that the Duck Dynasty guys?
Guys, yeah.
Andrew Santangelo, I think he could grow a Duck Dynasty beard.
He could definitely get one. Out to the plate is John Schaefer. That pitch catches it in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Schaefer 0 for 1 today, grounded out to short back in the second. Turner checks the runner at first. Here's the 0-1. Foul ball lifted out of play. Count will move to 0-2 now.
Yeah, come on, boys. Let's get some runs. Let's break up this shutout.
Hey, what's the softball score? Ranger softball update fell today to Southeastern 6-1 as that one's crushed into left center, down for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting by Schaefer. So Rangers now with some momentum here in the fifth. Runners on first and second. Nobody out as Hayden Priest will bat.
We got number 11, Hayden. Right, but Mama tried to raise.
Priest 0 for 1 today, flew out to right in the third. Priest, of course, did not play earlier in game one. It was Trevor Stiles who got the start. First pitch to Priest, misses for ball one.
No fly rules in effect.
There's the throw back over. And actually hits right off the glove. I think it may have actually hit Schaefer in the back.
Yeah, I think it got glove and back.
1-0 count to Priest. John Schaefer at first, Paul Sachin at second. Here's a ground ball the right side as Priest goes the other way. Here comes a run to come to score. The throw is going to be not in time. And Paul Sachin puts the Rangers on the board after the RBI single from Hayden Priest.
Sure, it's happened before, but that's the first time I can remember Hayden going to the opposite field, with him being primarily a pull hitter and looking for things to pull. That time he went with the pitch and sharply hit ball in between first and second baseman.
So good piece of hitting by Priest. Rangers have opened up with a walk and back-to-back singles as we go back to the top of the order with Guerrero, who's 1 for 2 today. That pitch is foul-tipped for strike one. Guerrero again had a single back in the first, grounded out to short in the third.
Hopefully we can get these guys to second and third after Guerrero's at bat.
And the 0-1, make it 0-2 as Guerrero looks at a called strike.
It seemed off the black.
Count is 0-2 to Guerrero. Turner with the delivery, low and away for ball one as the count moves to 1-2. Now the NCAA Final Four underway. Florida Atlantic leading San Diego State 19-17. Miami, Connecticut later on tonight at 7:49 p.m.
They're is meeting San Diego midway in Houston.
Yeah. 1-2 misses outside. Count evens up 2-2. The last Final Four national championship game for legendary broadcaster Jim Nantz.
Is it?
Ian Eagle will be taking over with the Final Four duties next year. Of course, my vote would be for Gus Johnson, but they don't ask me.
Well, I'd have you do it.
Oh, that's ripped down the left field line, and Miles can't get to that one. It'll roll all the way to the wall. One run will come in to score. They'll hold up Priest at third, and it's now 2 runs on the board for the Rangers. So great piece of hitting by Guerrero with the RBI double.
And Southeastern does have a right-hander warming up. Out comes pitch coach.
Looks like he'll have a word with Turner. We'll take a timeout, come back. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Rangers trailing at 6-2. Trevor Sayre will hit when we come back. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
Northwestern Oklahoma State University is the university for you. With small class sizes, our professors are focused on you and your education. Located in Alva, Enid, Woodward, the University Center in Ponca City, along with many online options, you can start earning your degree. Call us today at 580-327-1700 or see our options at nwosu.edu. You'll soon find that success lives here. That's Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Ride, Rangers, ride.
Be sure to stop into Holder Drug through the month of March. Right now we have a new shipment of lanterns. You better hurry because our large lanterns are sold out. With spring right around the corner, our beautiful new glassware provides the perfect decor for springtime. As always, stop in for breakfast or lunch at our fountain, serving up some of your favorite specials. This all happens at your local pharmacy, Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we let our reputation speak for itself. Here's what the family of one of our residents had to say about their experience.
The love and patience projected by the administration and staff is greatly appreciated by our family. The difference between a job and ministry is evident at Beatles Nursing Home.
If you're looking for comprehensive health care in a Christian environment, look no further than Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Savage Storm decided to go to the bullpen. They'll turn things over to the 6'1" right-handed sophomore out of Burleson, Texas, number 21, Cameron Houck. Numbers on Houck this season: 6.43 earned run average. He is 2-2 as he makes his 9th appearance. 21 innings, 22 hits, 22 runs, just 15 of those earned. 12 walks, 23 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .262 against Houck this season. Houck's first batter will be against Trevor Sayre. Runners on second and third, nobody out, bottom of the 5th. Sayre is 0 for 2 today at the plate.
Nobody down.
First pitch by Houck, low and into the turf for ball 1. Nice stop behind home plate by Ramirez.
Yeah, he had to go a ways to block that one, didn't he?
Certainly did. Still see more action for Southeastern up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-0 from Houck. Right down Broadway for a called strike.
I think he what we used to call shot the mitt. Catcher gave him the glove, and pitcher threw it right in the glove on the outside. That was a great pitch.
Here's the 1-1. That one bounces in. Another nice snag from Ramirez. Count moves to 2-1, and Houck a little wild here with 2 of his first 3 pitches.
And catcher's Ramirez got some infielder instincts, the way he can play those hops.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
Make contact, make contact.
Two pitch upcoming. Into the turf again. Stopped by Ramirez. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I thought he was going to try to chase that one.
3-2 pitch upcoming. Again, nobody out. Runners on second and third, bottom of the 5th. Here's the 3-2, and it's ball 4. Good eye from Sayre. So now a really big spot for Brandon Holdren. He is the tying run coming to the plate.
The Rangers, number 9, Brandon Holdren.
At this point, though, base hit just will suffice. So Brandon Holdren to the plate. He's 0 for 2 so far today. He also struck out once.
And pitcher's going to go from the windup. That's kind of nice.
First delivery to Holdren, misses upstairs for ball one.
Seems like the vast majority of pitchers today anymore, don't use the windup with runners on base.
Here's the 1-0. Foul down to the parking lot. Count evens up 1-1.
Use the stretch. Man, that almost looks like my Jeep. Somebody, nope. It's like, hey.
I leave my keys in there.
Pat myself down here. Now I got them. Bring them home.
Here's the 1-1. That is going to be into left center. Down for a base hit. It'll hit the wall. One run will come in to score. Here comes the second run. And driving in two with a double is Brandon Holdren. So Priest scores from third. Guerrero from second. Sayre ends up at third. And runners again, second and third, nobody out. All of a sudden, the bats have kind of come alive for the Rangers here in the fifth.
Yep.
So now Hagen Barcelo will bat. He's 1 for 2 today. Flew out to left in the first, singled in the fourth.
They've got to find a way to be at ease at the plate and make this happen more regularly.
Barcelo hit it, chopper down the third base side, foul. It's made the play, but was in foul territory. Count is 0-1. Oh, 1 count to Barcelo. Here's the delivery. Ooh, that looked like a good pitch. Must have been just a touch high. Count evens up 1-1.
That might have been my neighbor, just flew by.
Here's the 1-1 from Houck. Going outside for ball 2. Count moves to 2-1 now.
And if they gets this too much over the plate, Barcelo's going to punish him.
Here's the 2-1. And a ground ball hit to third, fielded by Rice. Lobs the throw over in time. It's a 5-3 putout, and there's one down. Good play from Rice. Looked the runner back and lobbed it across. Wasn't a whole lot on it, but didn't need to be.
Yeah. Hayden, my apologies for jinxing you there.
Now to the plate, the DH, Gavin Mendoza, who's 0 for 2. Struck out in the second, reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth. A big spot for Mendoza. He'll face Houck. Here's the first pitch. In there for a called strike. Count is 0-1.
Yep, Hayden didn't get the runner from third home. Hope he can here.
0-1 to Mendoza. Swung on and missed for strike 2 as Houck blew that one by him.
Yep, it was a heater.
On deck is Colby Grace. And it was Paul Sachin that led off this inning. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball lifted out of play towards the parking lot.
Wasn't far from, I don't know
whose vehicle that is. But
yeah.
Went kind of just right behind it. 0-2 count to Mendoza. Here's the pitch from Houck. Outside and off the plate. Count moves to 1-2. And runner on third is Sayre. Holdren at second. 1-2 count to the hitter Mendoza with 1 out, bottom of the fifth. Rangers have come up with 4 runs to get back within 2. They trail at 6-4. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed as he made Mendoza chase that one, and he chased it for strike 3.
Yep, I looked up. Breaking ball. I don't know if he thought it was going to come down or it was going to be slower than what it was, but threw it by him with off speed.
So now to the plate will be the first baseman, number 31, Colby Grace. Grace is 0 for 2 so far today.
Base hit more than likely will tie the game.
First pitch to Grace. In there for a called strike. Count is 0-1. There's the 0-1 from Hauk. And again, same spot almost. Count is 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, those are both kind of wheelhouse pitches.
0-2 to Grace. Upstairs for ball one as the count moves to 1-2. One-two count to the hitter, Colby Grace. Here's the pitch from Hauk. That one bounces in. Nice stop from Ramirez again. Count evens up 2-2.
Catcher's probably the only position I can think of in baseball, maybe pitching a little bit, that you're either wanting to do it or you want no part of it.
Yeah. 2-2 is chopping that one. Gifts getting a piece as Grace to stay alive. Coach Bowen made the play. Coach at third base.
He made a nice little shuffle pass, too, to
Certainly
somebody.
did. 2-2 count, 2 down. Runners on second and third. Here's the pitch from Hauk. And missing for ball 3. Count goes full at 3-2. Again, it was Paul Sachin who led this inning off. Southeastern has batted around once. Rangers trying to do the same here. Here's the 3-2, and it's ball 4. Colby Grace draws a walk, and the bases are going to be loaded.
For the Rangers, number 6, Paul Sachin.
So Paul Sachin will now hit again, who led off the inning with a walk and scored a run. As the Rangers are within 2 at 6-4. Sachin is 1 for 1 at the plate. Singled, stole a base in the second as he looks at a called strike. Count is 0-1. Walked and scored a run earlier this inning.
Sachin reminds me of a teammate I had named Merrill Upton. Lefty, kind of throws the same, kind of walks the same stance.
And the 0-1, a ground ball chopper down the third baseline, foul, and just like that, Sachin is behind the count 0-2. Rangers have added 4. They'd love to add some more here. And again, as Coach talked about earlier, a base hit would probably get you 2.
Yeah, there's 2 outs, so you're going on contact regardless.
And the 0-2 fouled back into the parking lot again off the bat of Sachin. Sachin back into the box, facing an 0-2 count from Hauk. Here's the delivery. That's into left, and it's going to be caught right at, as that was hit right at Miles, and that'll do it.
Hit it well though.
For the Rangers in the bottom of the 5th, as Northwestern does pick up 4 more runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 left on. Top of the 6th we go. Northwestern trailing at 6-4 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
The involvement you have with managing your investments may change as you age. If that's the case, you may wish to consider what roles annuities play. Annuities can be structured to pay your income for as long as you live, relieving you of the concern of outliving your retirement money. At E&J Financial, we work closely with our clients, helping you build a solid financial foundation for the future. Visit enjfinancial.com or stop by one of our locations in Woodward, Stillwater, Adair, and right here in Alva.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Before you hit the road this winter to follow the Rangers and Goldbugs during basketball season, be sure to stop at K&S Tire, your Goodyear tire dealer right here in Alva. K&S Tire has a staff with more than 40 years of experience in the tire and service industry. K&S Tire is here to make sure you get to the game safe and sound. So let K&S Tire get you to the game safely this winter by stopping into 2590 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Third baseman number 10, Reed Rice, will lead it off as he hits a ground ball to Holdren, goes off of his glove, and reaching on the air will be Reed Rice. So the leadoff base runner is on for the Savage Storm by way of the error. Third error committed by the Rangers this evening. Now to the plate will be Damon Burrows. Burrows has had a good day at the plate. He's 2 for 3. He's also struck out looking once back in the second. First pitch misses outside. Count moves to 1-0. Burrows last time up singled back into the fourth. Here's the 1-0 upcoming from DeHaas. That pitch swung on and missed. DeHaas again coming in for Matthew Potts. It was Will Cates who got the start for the Rangers. Count is 1-1. Here's DeHaas will throw back over. Reed Rice gets back safely. DeHaas from the stretch takes a look at the runner. Now comes home with the 1-1. Missing low, count moves to 2-1 now.
I don't see a steal here, taking the bat out of the hands of Burrows, who's
that pitch inside and off the plate. Count moves to 3-1. Especially now at the count 3-1. Rice with a lead from first. DeHaas takes a look at him.
Good lead.
Now throws back over. Rice will get back. Three-1 count to the hitter, Damon Burrows. Again, nobody out here in the top of the sixth. This one's scheduled for 7. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and it's ball 4.
Well, infield fly rule in effect here. First and second, nobody out.
So now runners on first and second, nobody out. As Seth Morrow will bat, who's 0 for 3 today. Did have an RBI, though. DeHaas from the stretch. Checks the runner, now steps off, and will fake a throw back to second. Getting back is Reed Rice. Right now, DeHaas really kind of concentrating on Rice. Here's the delivery. And it's in there for a called strike to Morrow.
Yeah, and he doesn't really need to. I mean, again, there should be, the catcher's got a signal like we did on the pickoff last game, I think it was, where, to take a look or to step off.
Here's the 0-1, and that is lifted into right center off the bat of Morrow. Going back is Sayre, and will make the grab at the warning track. Runner from second to third as Rice tags up and took off and is safe at third. So runners will be at the corners after the fly ball from Morrow.
I don't know what the stats look like for the other teams, but Sayers, our center fielder, yeah. Man, he is quality center fielder.
Certainly is.
He covers ground. I mean, it was absolutely fluke. Was it last night when he had that drop?
Yes.
Which, I don't think that's happened all season, but boy, he's a vacuum out there. Covers ground, has great running style when he's chasing a ball. Head is still.
As Miles now will step in. That pitch in there for a called strike. Priest actually came up throwing, threw the ball to Guerrero.
Yeah, I don't know that he realized the runner didn't go, but anyway, fortunately he made a good throw to Guerrero.
He did. Count is 0-1 to Matt Miles.
Who wasn't, by the way, covering the bag. This was to get the runner that was going to cheat home from third.
Yas will throw back over. Getting back is Burrows. No question, Burrows is the threat to run. We've seen him steal 2 bases so far in the series. Miles 1 for 3 at the plate. Has an RBI. He's also struck out once. His throw over. Again, runner at first is Burrows. Runner on third is Reed Rice. 1 out here in the 6th. Here's the 0-1. Burrows will take off. Here's the throw down. It's to short to Guerrero. They're just going to concede the stolen base to Burrows. Third stolen base of the series for Damon Burrows.
And middle infielders are in. Third baseman got the word. Now he's coming in. First base. Yep. 1 out. Let's not concede another run if we can avoid it.
Pitch to Miles into the dirt from DeHaas. Count moves to 2-1 now to Matt Miles. Miles doubled and drove in a run and scored a run back in the first. Struck out in the third. Popped out to short in the fourth. As Miles fouls that one back to the net, count evens up 2-2 now. That will be Cameron French, the first baseman. And Savage Storm picked up the win in the first 2 games of the series. Yesterday, 12-9, and then earlier this afternoon, 6-3, trying to come up with the sweep. Here's the 2-2. As Miles fouls it again back to the net. Rangers looking to snap a home losing streak as well.
Well, and you don't know this potential win of the Rangers tonight, if we can come back and get them, may be a decisive win in postseason play.
And Miles hits a fly ball deep into center. Sayre retreating back. He'll make the catch. Runners will tag up and heading for home and heading for third as Rice scores from third. Burrows to third. And it's now 7-4 Southeastern.
And Miles did minimally what he needed to do, and that was get that runner home from third.
So now to the plate is Cameron French with a runner on third. Rangers do have some action in the bullpen. It looks like it's Max McLean. DeHaas delivers outside to French for ball 1. French is 1 for 3 today. Had an RBI single and scored a run back in the first, reached on an error in the third, and flew out to left in the fourth. Here's the 1-0. Swung on a miss for strike one to French. Count evens up to French, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Gosh darn it, who's the major league pitcher's nephew that we had last year, Cologne? I wonder what he's doing this year.
That's a good question. I forgot about him. Count is 1-2 now to French. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3 as Priest will throw down on the drop third strike, but that'll do it for the Savage Storm. And the Rangers limiting the Savage Storm to just that 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 6th we go. Rangers due up when we come back. They trail at 7-4 on the Community Bank scoreboard. It's Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
Farmers are the backbone of our country, especially right here in Western Oklahoma. And we've got our farmers' backs at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. We are here to serve all needs to our farmers and ranchers with livestock loans, rural loans, real estate loans, operating loans, and of course, agribusiness loans. Serving our farmers since 1916 at Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma. Call or come by today and speak to one of our loan officers in Alva, Anadarko, Clinton, Elk City, Guyman, Tuttle, and Woodward.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's chicken fried steak, Don's hamburger steak, and Joe's chicken tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Bank Central wants to wish luck to all Northwestern Rangers as they compete in the 2023 spring sports season. We also want to remind you that it is never too early to start saving for your future. Stop into any of our locations in Enid, Woodward, Cherokee, and right here in Alva, or call us at 580-327-1122. Bank Central, cheering you on for the last 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dingall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dingall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at dingallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Jessica, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
Right fielder John Schaefer to lead it off for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Northwestern trailing Southeastern 7-4. And game 2 of our doubleheader, game 3 of the series. Here's the 0-2. Out misses upstairs. Count moves to 1-2.
You know, I asked about Cologne off the air, nephew, what he's doing, who pitched for us here last year, and Ethan Swanson's still active, and it's with a club up in Montana. I know that Kansas City brought him down to Phoenix second week of January, I believe, for 3 or 4 days of a look-see, along with several other prospects.
2-2, line drive hit into right. Nice piece of hitting by Schaefer going the other way, and it's a leadoff single. So John Schaefer now with back-to-back singles. As now batting will be the catcher, Hayden Priest, who had an RBI single last time up back in the 5th.
That hit almost looked like it hurt a little bit. It's hard. I never played with aluminum bats, but I know with wooden bats, if you didn't hit it right or, you know, on any given pitch, it could really sting your hands. I don't know if that's true with aluminum or not.
First pitch to Priest misses upstairs. Count moves to 1-0. Again, bottom of the 6th. This one's scheduled for 7. Rangers again at one point trailed 6-0. Come up with 4 runs in the 5th. Southeastern countered with 1 more in the 6th. 1-0 is across the plate for a called strike. Count evens up 1-1.
Yeah, hit that corner. Yeah, there's nothing like a pitcher busting off the bat in your hands with a wooden bat era. Especially when it was cold. Your hands would quit hurting about 20 minutes after that.
Yeah. 1-1 fouled back to the net. As Priest just got a piece. Count moves to 1-2 now.
And there were no batting gloves. I had a kind of an opinion on that with the speeding up of the rules change. I said, well, at least we don't have to have the micro adjustments of the hitter's gloves, every pitch.
1-2, fly ball lifted into center. This one's going to be right at Bonstrom. Makes the easy play, and there's one down. I say easy for him.
Yeah.
I'd probably trip and fall trying to get to that ball, and I wouldn't even have to move 5 feet.
Well, maybe you'd catch it on the ground.
Yeah, I might.
I've seen that before.
My glove came off when I fell down, but I caught it with my hat.
Which wouldn't count as an out.
Right. Here's a delivery to Guerrero, missing low for ball one.
That works for a fan in the stands, but not for a player in the field. You've probably seen a time or two where a guy's caught a ball in his beer cup at a MLB game.
I have seen that. I haven't done that one personally. Count moves to 2-0. Then again, I would hope it'd be an empty cup that you would use. That stuff gets expensive at major league stadiums.
Yeah, I know.
I think I would just say I don't need the foul ball. I just spent $12 on an adult beverage.
Yeah. Well, if it was like Aaron Judge's ball.
Yeah.
No, it'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it. Yeah, at that point.
If you're just an average Joe.
It's just some home run by some middle infielder who hits 200 on the season,
or if it's just a foul ball, not even a home run.
Right.
That's how my mom got one. Not with a beer cup, but Don Clendenin from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
3-1 pitch, grounder hit, 5-4-3 in time, it looks like, for the double play. And that'll do it for the Rangers in the sixth. No runs on one hit, no errors. Nobody left on. We head to the seventh. Last chance coming up here as we move to the top of the seventh. Southeastern due up. They lead at 7-4 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Rangers Sports Network.
The Eyesight is a full-service eye and vision care provider. We offer comprehensive eye exams for all ages, contact lens exams, and medical eye exams. The Eyesight has over 1,000 frames for you to choose from, including styles that are fun and stylish to basic and functional. Dr. Kelly Mossberg and the Eyesight staff want you to be comfortable bringing your whole family to our practice, knowing that you are receiving the best eye care possible. You can now schedule your appointments online at theeyesightAlva.com.
Northwestern Oklahoma State University is the university for you. With small class sizes, our professors are focused on you and your education. Located in Alva, Enid, Woodward, the University Center in Ponca City, along with many online options, you can start earning your degree. Call us today at 580-327-1700 or see our options at nwosu.edu. You'll soon find that success lives here. That's Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Ride, Rangers, ride.
Spring is right around the corner, and so are the savings at G&G Home Furnishings. Come browse through our selection on products from brands such as Ashley and Lazy Boy. Plus, you can check out sales on select mattresses. Whether it's spring decor, furniture, chairs, table sets, or appliances, G&G Home Furnishings has everything you need to spruce up around your house or business this year. For listings on all of our new products available, visit our Facebook page with daily posts. Visit our website at gnghomefurnishings.com or stop by and say hello and browse in person at 2107 College Boulevard, right here in Alva.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
A ground ball hit by Ramirez down the third base side. Nice play from Holdren as he fires to first in time on the 5-3 putout. And there's one down.
Yeah, both corners did good on that one. Nice dig at first. just a half a step or less, got the runner.
Now Cameron Cromer will bat against DeHaas. Again, that's a 1-0 count as that pitch missed outside. Here's the 1-0. Catches the plate for a called strike. Count evens up 1-1. Yeah, the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Count moves to 1-2 now. On deck is back to the top of the order with Sam Creed as DeHaas misses inside on off the plate. Count evens up 2-2.
Yeah, let's not lose him. He hit his way on.
2-2, swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 2 down.
Has had a little something on that one.
That's what you'd like to see is a 1-2-3 inning, get our hitters right back out there.
Yeah.
Especially the last chance for the Rangers here in the bottom of the 7th. There's 2 down, though, as Sam Creed will bat. 1 for 2 today. He's got an RBI, and he's also walked twice. The first pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Inside for ball 2. Near the ankles of Creed. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball hit back up the middle, and Creed has another hit.
Yep.
Creed with 2 hits today. He had 3 earlier in game 1 of our doubleheader, had 2 more on Friday night.
He's had a good series.
Yes, he has. Now to the plate, Corey Bonstrom, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI today. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the 4th, grounded out to first in the 5th. DeHaas delivers outside for ball 1 to Bonstrom. On deck is Reed Rice. Here's the 1-0. And missing for ball 2. Count moves to 2-0 now.
Yeah. 2 down. We need to get out of this inning.
Creed with his lead from first. Here's the delivery. That's in there for a called strike from DeHaas. Count moves to 2-1.
I think the hitter there was straight up just looking to see if he could throw a strike. Now he's set in there and ready.
Here's the 2-1. And missing outside. Count goes to 3-1. Well, you don't want to put this guy on. Reed Rice has had a good day at the plate as well. He's got 3 hits and 4 at bats. 3-1 pitch. Inside for ball 4, and it's a 2-out walk. So after getting the first 2 hitters, a single and now a walk.
Yeah, this is their last at bat unless, we force it into extra innings.
That's the thing. You want to keep this a 3-run lead. If you're Northwestern, Southeastern trying to kind of add to your lead here and almost put this one away, as we're going to get a visit out to the mound by Coach Matt Bedford. We'll take a timeout. Runners at first and second, 2 down, top of the 7th. Southeastern leading at 7-4. This is Northwestern Baseball, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Be sure to stop into Holder Drug through the month of March. Right now, we have a new shipment of lanterns. You better hurry because our large lanterns are sold out. With spring right around the corner, our beautiful new glassware provides the perfect decor for springtime. As always, stop in for breakfast or lunch at our fountain, serving up some of your favorite specials. This all happens at your local pharmacy, Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Visit on the mound is over as we get back to action here. Again, the hitter will be Reed Rice, who's 3 for 4 today. He's actually reached base safely in every at-bat. He reached down an error and scored a run back in the 6th. As DeHaas checks the runner at second, that's Creed. First pitch to Rice. Outside and up.
Yeah, he called
Called
a strike.
strike, okay.
I mean, it was close, but it looked like it was off the black even. So.
Well, it took him a second to. So
Yep.
count will be 0-1. Yas checks the runner. Now comes home with the 0-1. That went into the turf. Nice stop from Priest. Count evens up 1-1.
Yeah, I think Kramer from Seinfeld would have questioned that first called strike.
Yes. Here's the 1-1. Foul ball hit to the right side as it gets out of play in the air. Rice now behind in the count, 1-2. And Southeastern trying to add to their lead. Rangers trying to limit it. Keep it to a 3-run game heading into the bottom of the 7th with their last at bat. There's the 1-2. And it's called strike 3, and that'll do it. Nice pitch from DeHaas. As Southeastern picks up no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. Bottom of the 7th we go. Last chance for the Rangers when we come back. They trail at 7-4 on the Community Bank scoreboard. This is Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Casasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Casasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, it's Adam Jordan with Beatles Nursing Home. At Beatles, we let our reputation speak for itself. Here's what the family of one of our residents had to say about their experience.
The love and patience projected by the administration and staff is greatly appreciated by our family. The difference between a job and ministry is evident at Beatles Nursing Home.
If you're looking for comprehensive health care in a Christian environment, look no further than Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Well, high chopper hit by Trevor Sayre to short, able to beat it out for the throw. That time from Cromer, and the Rangers have the leadoff runner on. That's what you needed to get it started there. See if Brandon Holdren can add to it. Rangers trail by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Last at bat for Northwestern. Again, the Rangers trying to snap this losing streak here at home. Last win at home was on March 14th on Tuesday against Oklahoma Panhandle State as Holdren takes a called strike. Since then, they've dropped 5 straight here at home. Again, have not won a conference game since March 11th against Southern Nazarene. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate. Sayre nearly was taken off, but John by Ramirez to gather it back up. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit now, as you can hear it through our field mic.
Yeah.
See the flag out in center, blowing right to left now. Here's the 1-1. This one's popped up down the left field line by Holdren. Miles will give chase, and he's not able to get to it. Actually, that was Sam Creed out there in left. Creed can't make the play, and it's a single for Holdren.
Rangers number 10, Hagen Barcelo.
So I think Austin Thorpe is now at short. Or is now at second. Looks like Brady Bejarano will come into pinch run at first for Holdren. So now to the plate, Hagen Barcelo, the tying run with nobody out here at the bottom of the 7th.
You know, I don't know if the left fielder even saw that ball off the bat as the way it appeared.
Here's the pitch from Houck. Barcelo fouls that one off, just getting a piece. Count will be 0-1. It'll be Barcelo, Mendoza, then Grace. Runner on second is Sayre. Bejarano at first.
Barcelo doesn't cheat himself on his swings. He is a hitter.
Here's the 0-1. That's ripped into center. Going back will be Bonstrom all the way to the wall, and it's caught as he runs into the wall. Sayre will tag up and head from second to third, sliding in safely, and runners at the corners.
That was a great catch. He was giving up his body, and he knew it. He caught it right as he hit the wall. But at first, I thought that was going out. I
did
guess
too.
He just didn't have enough elevation on it. But man, he hit that thing square.
He did. Just missed it too. Yeah, just very close. So now to the plate is Gavin Mendoza. Runners at the corners. One out, bottom of the seventh. Mendoza is the tying run at the plate. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And it was Dylan Turner that got the start, but Cameron Houck has come in. Started the fifth inning, sixth, and now here in the seventh. As that pitch misses outside, count evens up 1-1. 18 minutes past 6 o'clock here on April Fool's, first day of April. The count's 1-1. Here's the delivery. Fouled back to the net. Count moves to 1-2 now.
Wish I could do that.
Yeah. Well, here's the 1-2. Just missed outside. 2-2 now.
Need John base.
Mendoza facing a 2-2 count from Houck. Here's the pitch. And again fouls it back out of play.
It's almost too late to trade a run for an out.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Gavin Mendoza. Sayre at third. Bejarano at first. Pinch running for Holdren. Here's the 2-2. That's crushed into left, but right at Creed going back makes the catch near the track. Sayre will tag up from third. He's headed for home, and it's now 7-5. Rangers within 1, but there is 2 down.
Tying runs to the plate. Chitter.
I was going to say Colby Grace has been hitting, but he will be pinch hit for, it looks like will be for Braden Koenig will pinch hit.
Instead, we'll have number 15, Braden Koenig.
I think Coach going for the right-left matchup here.
So big spot for Koenig. Runner on first. Koenig is the tying run. It's 7-5 Southeastern as Koenig swings and misses.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's allowed to wear a hood like that, but.
Here's the 0-1. Outside and off the plate from Houck. Count evens up 1-1. 57 pitches thrown now by Houck. Here's the 1-1. Looking at ball 2 is Koenig. Paul Sachin on deck.
Yeah, don't help him out here, Annie. Koenig's, got a history of some big hits, but
2-1 inside and off the plate. Count goes to 3-1 now.
Not when it's a pitch that's not in his sweet spot.
(3-1) swung on and missed. Count goes full 3-2. Rangers down to their final strike.
That was kind of a sweet spot right there. Just didn't get it.
Hirano with his lead from first.
Yeah, it should be going here.
3-2 pitch, and it's upstairs for ball 4. So Koenig with the 2-out walk. Hirano now to second, and the bat in the hands of Paul Sachin, who's 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the first, stole a base, walked and scored a run in the 5th, flew out to left in the 6th.
Looks like that wind is southeast right now and starting to pick up.
Now base hit here would get the Rangers within 1. Hit one in the gap. You might score both. As Sachin pops this one up, and this should do it, as right to Thorpe, who makes the catch. And the Rangers are going to fall and get swept this weekend to the Savage Storm of Southeastern. In the 7th, Rangers do pick up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. Southeastern wins at 7-5. They move to 17-17 on the season with the loss. Rangers now have dropped 6 in a row at home. They're 14-21. Conference records for both. Southeastern now 9-12. Rangers now 6-15. 7-5 is your final. We'll take a timeout. Our post-game show brought to you by the Eyesight is next. It's Northwestern Baseball brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
The Eyesight is a full-service eye and vision care provider. We offer comprehensive eye exams for all ages, contact lens exams, and medical eye exams. The Eyesight has over 1,000 frames for you to choose from, including styles that are fun and stylish to basic and functional. Dr. Kelly Mossberg and the Eyesight staff want you to be comfortable bringing your whole family to our practice, knowing that you are receiving the best eye care possible. You can now schedule your appointments online at theeyesightAlva.com.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The involvement you have with managing your investments may change as you age. If that's the case, you may wish to consider what roles annuities play. Annuities can be structured to pay your income for as long as you live, relieving you of the concern of outliving your retirement money. At E&J Financial, we work closely with our clients, helping you build a solid financial foundation for the future. Visit enjfinancial.com or stop by one of our locations in Woodward, Stillwater, Adair, and right here in Alva.
Welcome back to Glass Family Field at Myers Stadium as we open up our post-game show brought to you by the Eyesight. Rangers fall here today, again by a final score of 7-5. And Coach, tough series. We know how much the Rangers really needed this one, but they're swept at home again. This is the second straight weekend that the Rangers here in the last few weeks have been swept at home. They were swept at home by Harding, now swept at home to Southeastern. And we really have got a turnaround next week and get ready for East Central.
Well, the odds are becoming more and more in our favor that it's we're going to turn it around here. And there's a lot of baseball to be played. You know, guys got to, shake it off. Short memories, but we do have to, I think we really need to pick up some hitting somewhere a little bit, a bit more proficient with our at-bats.
Yeah, that's where kind of Rangers struggle. I know Friday night, obviously, you had the 12-9 game. You picked up 9 runs, but you gave up 12. And then earlier today, you had the close matchup in game 1. And then, again, just kind of falling short.
Yeah. Baseball's a goofy thing like that. It's just awfully hard to get out of a slump or, you just got to shake things up. And all of a sudden, you'll have a couple wins behind you and go, man, you remember when we had that tough stretch? So it's going to happen.
Yeah, Rangers with a great opportunity next weekend as they travel on the road to take on East Central in Ada, Oklahoma. Final numbers look like this. Southeastern comes up with 7 runs, again on 11 hits. They did not commit an error. Picked up 5 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth. Rangers had 5 runs on 10 hits, but 3 errors. 4 of those runs coming in the fifth, 1 in the bottom of the seventh. Southeastern sent 32 to the plate, 7 runs, 11 hits, 7 RBIs, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 11 left on base. Rangers sent 29 to the plate, 5 runs, 10 hits, 5 RBIs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, and left 8 runners on. Turner will pick up the win. He's 2-3 now as he went 4 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Houck comes in and gets the save as he goes 3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeouts. Cates will take his second loss of the year, pitching only 2/3 of an inning, 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned. And again, Potts comes in for 3 1/3, and DeHaas with the 3 innings. Only gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was not earned. Had 3 walks and 3 strikeouts and 14 batters faced.
Their pitchers did a good job in this series. They really did.
Yeah, you're definitely right. That's where they won this one.
Yeah. And I thought ours did too. I mean, we had a couple times where we struggled with some walks and things, but Southeastern hit the ball well. They hit it where we weren't well. They're a good base run. They're a good team on base. They'll cause you to clinch up a little bit because they're a threat to steal or just to make aggressive base running moves. So, I mean, they're a good club.
And I'd have to look at each box, but I think they committed an error this weekend either, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. But, well, I see one up on the board up there, but I'm not sure what that was for.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because I know official statistics have them with 0 errors. But, yeah, they were very, very good defensively, very good hitting, and very good pitching, and didn't have to get really deep into their bullpen at times.
No, they polished club. They look good, and we're right there with them. We just didn't catch any breaks today. I mean, when we did hit the ball well, it was usually right at somebody, but we just couldn't string enough of them together, the hits.
And again, we're on our post-game show brought to you by the Eyesight Rangers. Final score, they fell today 7-5. Coach, appreciate you joining me again here this weekend. Enjoy it, and I know it'll be a couple weeks before we're back at home. I know baseball is going to be on the road at East Central. Then they've got the Tuesday night game at David Allen. And then they go to Arkansas Monticello, so they're not back home until April 18th, which is on a Tuesday against Northeastern.
Goodness, what are we going to do?
I know, right?
I don't know.
All this time.
Well, and one day here coming in the near future, you and I will call a conference win together.
I agree, hopefully, at some point.
I don't know if there was something that Andrew did when he and I worked together that he just, said, listen, when Dustin shows up, No, it's great working with you, and thank you for having me, and the whole Northwestern family up here is awesome.
Coach, appreciate it again.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Steve Barrows, for joining us here for the broadcast this afternoon. As a final score, again, Rangers fall 7-5. They do get swept in the series. Again, Southeastern moves to 17-17, 9-12 in conference play. Rangers drop to 14-21, 6-15 in Great American Conference play. We'll be back with you next week. Of course, Rangers softball will be in action. They'll be here at home against East Central. Again, that'll be on Thursday and on Friday. Again, it'll be Thursday, and then the doubleheader on Friday. Thursday's game will be at 5 o'clock. Friday's doubleheader will be at 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. You'll catch it all here on the Ranger Sports Network. Classic Hits 105.7, of course, NWOSU.TV, powered by Squirtle, or maybe the Ranger Athletics YouTube channel, depending on how the internet will be working next week at the ARC. But final score, final time of this one, Rangers fall 7-5. Again, appreciate all of our listeners out there listening through Squirtle and also on our live stream, alvaradio.com. Again, appreciate all of our sponsors who help make each one of our broadcasts possible as well. For Steve Barrows, this is Dustin Goodnow saying so long from Glass Family Field in Meyer Stadium, and have a terrific April Fool's, Ranger Nation.